And then
Michael wants to tell Jovi something.
you're getting mad on Michael, and he wasn't good, you know? He was trying to hide it from me that they go into
Wait, say again what you said? Yara, shut up.
He in the past has constantly patronized Ed for the way that he speaks to me, and oh my gosh, I never thought that Jovi would speak to Yara the same way.
Talk to me like that, you're gonna go and marry to some stripper, okay? Because if they accept that conversation, I don't accept, okay?
Are you surprised by the way Jovi just disrespected Yara? I know I'm not. Hell to the no. This wasn't even a long time coming. I guarantee you, behind closed doors, this is how he treats it anyway. That's just my perspective, and that's how I feel. But you know what, though? Welcome back to another edition of MovingMAD. And, well, in this scenario here itself in particular, instead of owning up to the fact that he was in the wrong for going into a strip club without telling Yara, he decides to try and silence her, because that's all he ever does. All he ever does is try and silence and control Yara. That's it. So Yara isn't allowed to have a say. She's not allowed to breathe anything. And this is why I've always said that that Jovi does not love Yara. Far from it. And it's weird to me because the fact that I feel like Yara does love him is just even more strange to me. But somebody did make it abundantly clear in my last video where I did say Jovi does not love Yara. And they said that, well, if you look back at the seasons, it's evident that he didn't love Yara. It's evident that he only stayed with her only because they had a child. Because the first time, you know, he was pretty much on his way out, but then she got pregnant. But then sadly she had a miscarriage. Then he was on his way out, but then she got pregnant again, and therefore he stayed. So his relationship with Yara has nothing to do with emotion. There's nothing to do with respect. There's nothing to do with caring about anything that she wants to say or express. It's only going to do with his needs. And to be fair, it's quite disappointing that Yara is unable to see this. It's like she's in this position where she's trying to force this man, or hoping this man will finally love her, because she's always talking about her insecurities of why she's always looking to improve herself. Apparently, Jovi said to her, if you don't look good, then I don't want to be with you. And that's added pressure to it as well. I say apparently, he probably did say that, to be honest with you. So the point being is, Yara, why are you still with him? He makes you feel less than. Can somebody please identify any point in their relationship that has been filmed that we've seen, or even on social media, whatever, that says that he makes her feel as if they're equal? We continue.
Ask Jovi who he was texting last night.
Who you text? What?
Oh my
You've been
god.
text.
Some stripper in Jamaica.
Please look at me and tell me who you text. Which stripper in Jamaica?
Let's strip her
Which
into
stripper? Who you traveled to Jamaica?
The one.
You know, you literally been on that chicken vacation.
I was looking.
I know you was liking her. Why would you text her? Why? What's it for you? Then I know you like her. Why would you text the stripper? When you are married, you want to have fun with the stripper?
You know what's so crazy? I saw a comment yesterday. I don't know if it was on my video, if I saw it on Reddit. No, it wasn't my videos, yeah. And somebody said that I don't like 90 Day Fiancé anymore because it is not relatable anymore. And I think this was in reference to Nicky's relationship with Igor, and I think also maybe in relation to Sarpa and Shanika's relationship, because, you know, their relationship doesn't exactly scream relatable necessarily, right? Their relationship scream a lot of fakeness. Which brings me to here. Would you say that Yara and Jovi's relationship is relatable? I'm going to say yes. Because we do see this a lot of the times where you see two people together, and for some reason one of them doesn't leave, even though the other one is showing them nothing but disrespect. I don't understand this, because I know people go through this in life. I want to know why people struggle so much to leave somebody that's not good for them. Now, in this scene here, we witness Yara throw her drink at Jovi, respectfully so. You know, I mean, I don't condone it, but I respect it, because the guy's got a mouth on himself, and she had every right to be upset with him, to be furious with him. You know what I mean? Throwing the drink, in my opinion, was a bit too far. But then again, his behavior is too far as well. But the reason why I feel like it's too far is because there's a better way she could have dealt with it. And the better way of dealing with the situation would have been just to walk away from him and never look back. That is the better way to deal with it, rather than throw things at him and give him ammo, you know? That's just that. But you know what, though? It goes back to the first point that I made before. She's trying to express how she feels. She's trying to ask him questions, and he's giving her nothing. Absolutely nothing. The only thing Jovi cares to give Yara is the thing in his pants and the money in his pocket, so she sticks around. Or at least in his perspective. And do you know what? That's the crazy part. Jovi generally believes, in my opinion, that Yara is there because of his money, not because she may actually have a connection with him. But if you ask me, everything that she does seems to me as if she does have a connection with him. It tells me that she does actually love him, that she actually wants to be with him, that she sees that a future can be built moving forward. But Jovi never wants to acknowledge that. What is the point of being with someone that does not want to acknowledge your needs? What's the point of being with someone that doesn't want to acknowledge the fact that you are actually into them? What is the point of being with someone that doesn't acknowledge that you're actually falling in love with them, or you are? Why do people stay? That is the question. I will never understand. And quite frankly, I never want to understand. Because to be honest with you, I'd be damned if I was in this position and I stayed where I knew I wasn't welcome. I stayed somewhere I knew I wasn't appreciated. Most importantly, I didn't feel like an equal.
I know her. I know she works here. I was thinking, like, if I message her, like, we can have a fun night. And that's all there is to it. Like, it's not like I'm trying to hook up with this girl or something. Like, get over
Yeah,
it.
but you did hook up with her before.
Not in.
You did.
Being truthful. Being truthful. Something that Jovi can never do, because it's funny, because earlier on in the episode, he admits to the producers that he did hook up with her years ago, before Yara existed. But yet in this conversation here, he denies hooking up with her. It's as if like Yara isn't going to watch the show back and see the evidence that yes, you did hook up with her. But either way, though, she doesn't believe you because she knows you're lying. I honestly don't know what the gender is. It's one thing for him to have a fixation with strip clubs. But then to call a woman that you've actually been intimate with before, I think that's okay. If Yara had called a guy that she'd been with before at a strip club and been on holiday, would you be okay with that, Joe? That's the question. Put the shoe on the other freaking foot. Flip it around. You know, because we know, or at least I think we know, Jovi would not be very happy if Yara was spending time with a guy that she has slept before. Jovi wouldn't be happy if Yara was spending time with a guy in general. Point blank period. Because she is his property, right? Sadly, she's his property in a negative way, not in a good way. I feel like sometimes, you know, that can be flipped in a positive way. But in this situation, no. Far from it. Far from it. But it's quite annoying because I do feel like sometimes when I'm talking about Jovi and Yara, these videos are pointless for the most part. Why? Because they're still going to stay together. But listen, let me keep it a buck. Let me finish up the video as quick as I can. It's too late for that, you know what I mean? But I'll do it. But as far as I'm concerned, if watching back the seasons isn't enough for Yara to be like, okay, I need to leave, I guess it's more evident that this is just over show and maybe the relationship is happy as Larry. Who knows? But as far as I'm concerned, from the moment that I have seen these two together, I've never seen love being reciprocated on both sides. I've only ever seen love grow on one side, potentially. Peace.